Hey, you're watching CoolAznTutorials, and today we're going to learn how to do a Handglide freeze. This freeze isn't used too much by itself, but it's really useful for transitioning in between moves, and it's definitely something you want to learn if you want to learn how to do power moves in the future. When you first try this move, it might make your wrists hurt a little bit, so you want to make sure that you stretch them out before you try this. By now, if you've learned how to do a baby freeze, you should have already figured out which arm you find easier to do freezes on, or at least which direction you feel more comfortable spinning in. Generally, clockwise people find it easier to do freezes on the right arm, and counterclockwise people find it easier to do freezes on their left arm. It has nothing to do with which hand you're dominant on. I find it easier to do freezes on my right arm, so I'm going to be teaching this freeze on my right arm. To start, you want to put your freezing arm against your two lower abs with your hand facing outwards like this. And you want to take your non-freezing arm and just have it pointed upwards, so your hand should be kind of like a clock. Basically, in a Handglide freeze, what we're going to do is shift our body weight onto our elbow and elevate our body using both of our hands. So from here, we're going to put both our hands on the floor. We're going to lean forwards very slowly and then lift our legs off the floor like this. From a side view, it looks like this. For the other side, it's like this. When you first try this freeze, you might find that your head's really low to the ground and you're almost like kissing the floor, like this. And to prevent that, you can make sure that you're moving your body forwards when you stab onto your arm. Because even though it may seem like you're going forwards, when you get to here, you're actually going towards the floor because you're following the line with your eyes. Once you get to here, you need to sort of push outwards with your head to keep going forwards in this direction. As you can probably see, I've developed a lot of control over this freeze, and that's because it was actually one of the first freezes that I learned, and it's something that I used to practice a lot, and it helped me build a lot of wrist strength and abdominal strength. So I recommend you do the same. If you find it easy to do, the next step from here is actually to do it on one arm, and to do that, you just have to gradually shift your weight onto your stabbing arm and off of your non-stabbing arm, and then just pick up and practice balancing. And that's pretty much all there really is to learning a Handglide freeze. It's a pretty simple concept, but does take a lot of practice to learn. So I guess just don't push yourself too far and be careful with your wrists and practice safely. Peace.